BoboVR has been hard at work. They've come out with some new Quest stuff we told you about, and they've been working actually on a PSVR2 accessory, first of their kind. Off-ear headphone solution. It's audio, but it stays off your ear, lets you hear the world around it. Let's check these out. AP2 open ear headphones. This is gonna give you that Valve Index style, or even I guess you could say Quest 3 style of having audio that doesn't have to block out the outer world, that stays attached, and there they are right there. It uses the same rear head strap style that the original PSVR headphones use, so it fits right in place, stays attached. I've actually been testing these for months now. I had a beta version, which I like the form factor. I'm now used to the form factor. I've been talking about that. Unfortunately, Bobo and I both weren't fully in love with the audio that was coming out of them. A little bit of tinniness, just wasn't quite the quality they were up to. So we are gonna be taking these off and putting new ones on and testing them out. These are very custom PSVR2, because I know a lot of people's first questions gonna be, what about Quest? Can they fit on there? These have a very small spot where they hook on. Not something you're gonna be able to fit most Quest headbands into. Out with the beta, in with the final design. Let's take a quick look though and see if anything looks different. Plastic quality, the feel of it does feel better on the new ones. Looks like they put in some bigger drivers, bigger holes. Looks like they definitely tried to upgrade the audio on these. Installation is pretty straightforward, especially if you're used to taking the stock PSVR headphones on and off. This is gonna hook right into that 3.5. This side is gonna go into that same stock hole on the other side, and then that puts this all in the back. You don't have extra wires and crap hanging around. This clasp opens up. You put that over the little part right here, and you might have to pull this back even a little bit to get that in place. Snap it shut, repeat on the other side. And with that now, when you go to put your PSVR on, it's pretty easy to still get it on because these stay off your ears. And you can move them as close in as you want. You can turn them from side to side, so you can leave them just right over your ears, hovering to where they're pumping that audio into your ears. You can pull them out away if you need them a little further. If you're talking to someone, you want it to be a little less loud. And then of course you put this in over your eyes. Still gives you one less point of contact. You don't got headphones in your ears, you don't got these pumping over. So far I'm in love with the form factor, the style, but I don't know how the new audio sounds. So I'll take it away for a little while, test it out in some games, come back at you with thoughts of how far it's come, how we like it, and if it's worth to upgrade your PSVR2 to this kind of audio. I'm gonna start with the one thing that I'm not loving for those of you here who are trying to wonder, are they for you or not? And then we'll talk about the good, because there is a lot of good, but the audio, they don't have an amplifier in them. They're not powered. So that gives you the positives of not having to charge them and stuff, but it does mean that it's running just off what the 3.5 can put out. It's actually pretty decent audio quality coming out of these if you push them all the way into where they're actually kind of in, or at least on your ear. But the further they get from your head, the more it sacrifices the bass, the more it sacrifices the audio. I would say they're about on par with the stock headphones it comes with, but not like if you get a nice set of headphones on here. That's impossible, unfortunately, really to fix. They did make a big step up from the beta ones they sent me, so they did find a way to improve the audio quite a bit, but still, off ears, you're gonna be sacrificing a little bit. And for me, what it means is I'm rocking maximum volume on this pretty much in all games at all times. Some other people have me turn it down a bit, but for my ears, I'm running it max and I'm leaving it out just far enough that it shouldn't touch me even when I'm moving, but as close to my ears I can get it otherwise. Outside of that though, I mean, the form factor is great. They feel really solid on the headset. You never question that they're gonna have any sort of issue or come off. They look like the headset. They look like they're meant to be there. They supposedly add 75 grams, but you don't notice the weight at all, the way this is all balanced. The cable management is perfect. I love that. And you may not be used to this depending on what headsets you've had in the past. So if you had a PSVR1 or you had the old PCVR headsets, none of those had built-in audio solutions. An off-ear audio solution, even if it doesn't sound perfect to me, is worth all the trouble. Because if I'm showing VR to someone else, they still get good audio, they still hear it, but I can talk to them while it's happening. It means in active games, when you're moving fast and you're sweating, your ears are still staying cool. It makes it really easy if someone in the room needs to talk to you. You can even also just move this away and then move it right back really quick. The convenience of these mean these are what's gonna live on my PSVR from now on. I'm not going back to having to try and plug something in awkwardly while I'm going. I'm not going back to having everybody who tries it shove the earbuds in everybody's ears, because that's just kind of icky. So for those reasons, I'm sticking with this, which means I will leave a link in the description, the top comment, in case you want to get your own set. But with that caveat that you're gonna be losing some bass, you're not gonna be getting the high-end audio clarity you get with really good headphones. But to me, the convenience that it gives you is worth it. It is 40 bucks for them, so you could watch for a sale or a discount as well. It might be a little cheaper down the road. It's a worthy addition. It's another good quality product from Bobo. I would have loved to see them add a volume knob to it if possible, because it would be nice to be able to have the volume in the PSVR always all the way up, and then people could just reach up and move the volume themselves on the headset. That's been driving me crazy though. The PSVR didn't have a freaking volume knob anywhere on it like the original one did. So that's not really their fault, but I would have loved to see that. I doubt they're gonna make another generation. It does seem like PSVR market is staying pretty small at the moment, so this is probably what you're gonna get, and it also means you might not see a lot of other accessory manufacturers adding audio options to the headset. So for now, out of what options are out there, this is what I'm keeping. But what do you think? Did you get a set, you tried and you came here to see what I thought? How do you feel about them? Are you on the fence, or are you still on the fence about getting a PSVR2 in general? I'd love to know in the comments down below. We'll pop up actual specs on the screen here just for the audiophiles who do show up. But thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you in another reality.